The story begins with Bloom, an ordinary girl attending a normal school, as everything changes on her 16th birthday, when she suddenly begins experiencing strange powers she can't control. While riding her new bike, Bloom witnesses a terrifying sight as a massive monster battles two fairies. Shocked, she tries to understand what's happening, but the monster notices her, smashes her bike, and charges toward her. In panic, Bloom instinctively unleashes her hidden powers, stunning the creature. After seeing this, the fairies quickly rescue her and introduce themselves as Stella and Flora, explaining that they've come to Earth to take her to Alfea, a magical school for fairies. To cover her sudden departure, Bloom tells her parents she's been accepted into a boarding school. She soon arrives at Alfea, thrilled but curious, and notices two unusual students. Stella and Flora explain that they're witches. Normally, witches train at Cloud Tower, but after it was destroyed in the war between light and darkness, some witches were allowed into Alfea to promote peace, though tensions remain. In her dorm, Bloom meets her new roommates. Soon after, Robin delivers a message that the headmistress, Madame Faragonda, wants to see Bloom, Stella, and Flora. At her office, Madame Faragonda scolds Stella and Flora for bringing Bloom without permission. Lady Griffin, the witch's headmistress, also appears, leading Madame Faragonda to punish Stella and Flora. On their way back, Bloom accidentally bumps into a witch named Icy, who immediately senses Bloom's fire powers. Fearing Bloom might be dangerous, Icy vows to eliminate her. Meanwhile, Bloom, feeling sympathy for Stella and Flora, joins them in serving their punishment without magic. During this time, Flora explains more about the witch's history and their uneasy presence at Alfea. From a distance, the Trix, Icy and her companions secretly sabotage the punishment by nearly toppling a statue onto Bloom. Lady Griffin intervenes, increasing the girls' punishment and sending them to clean the magical creature's barn. There, they meet Damien, who warns them not to approach the creatures. Bloom, however, notices how tightly their collars are fastened. Icy tricks her into unlocking one, unleashing chaos. Damien explains that the creatures are changelings, and the collars are necessary to keep them in safe form. Some changelings escape, forcing specialists to step in, though the girls transform to help, but two changelings get away, and Bloom herself disappears. It turns out Bloom followed the creatures into the woods, where she sees the Trix casting a spell to send them to Earth. She chases them, joined by her friends. The pursuit takes Bloom back to her hometown, Gardenia, where she runs into her old rival Mitzi. After a chaotic encounter in the restroom, Bloom and the others manage to restore order and return through a portal. With Damien's help, they reattach the collars. Bloom blames herself, but her friends reassure her that she belongs with them. The next morning, Madame Faragonda summons the girls, dismisses the others, and privately warns Bloom about the upcoming entrance ceremony. This ceremony will determine whether she is truly a fairy or a witch. Until then, she must not jump to conclusions. Bloom shares the news with her friends, who cheer her up. However, the Trix spy on her with a magic mirror and plot to twist her doubts. In class, Professor Whizgiz teaches them a spell to transform a dog into a cat. When Bloom tries, the Trix secretly interfere, turning the dog into a monster instead. Distressed, Bloom later hears from the Trix about the Room of Reflection in the West Tower, said to reveal one's true nature. Feeling lost, she sneaks off to the tower, where the Trix manipulate the mirror to show her as a witch. Heartbroken, Bloom runs away through a portal, unaware that Robin has been watching. Inside the trap, the Trix attempt to steal her powers. At the last moment, Robin, revealing herself as a specialist, rescues Bloom. Overwhelmed with emotion, Bloom's powers surge uncontrollably, drawing attention even from her father back in Gardenia, although Bloom finally confesses the truth to her parents, only to discover they already knew she had powers. With their support, they sign her admission form for Alfea. Soon after, her friends arrive to apologize for hurting her feelings and beg her to return, which she gladly does. At the entrance ceremony, Mrs. Faragonda and Lady Griffin test each student. When Bloom's turn comes, her fire powers blaze brightly, confirming she is a fairy. Overjoyed, Bloom celebrates with her friends while the Trix realize their plan has failed. And so the movie ends, full of magic, friendship, and the promise of more adventures ahead. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more on this channel. Thanks for watching, and always stay tuned.